Evening, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Just wanted to announce our theme for 2022. Before I do, I don't know about you guys, but the holidays are nutty, like insane nutty. Hey, Kathy, looking forward to hearing from you in under 30 minutes. Is the Shred Your Body Call with Jesse James Jamnick. You can catch that in the group at ershredders.com. You guys want to make sure you go and check that out because these calls are so unbelievably inspirational, so real, and you can connect with it. That's what I love about what we're doing is it's real, it's genuine, it's authentic, it's not marketing, it's not sales, it's people trying to help people and making a difference, and that's why we found so much fulfillment in it. Tomorrow night is our Come Alive call, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific, that's 8 o'clock Eastern time. And then on Thursdays is the Shredders Unite call with Bob Sivright. And you'll want to join that because that is going to be a cool twist on New Year's resolutions. And Bob and I conversed about that today. It was really, really awesome. Awesome content that Bob's very inspired around that. So we are so lucky and so fortunate to have the people involved with this that we do. I hope you guys all feel the tremendous amount of gratitude that I feel for these individuals, for their involvement, for their belief. Just thank you so much. So I'll announce the theme for 2022 in just a second here, but first of all, we do have a Heart of ER Shred award winner to announce. This award is named after Mimi Terrell for good reason, and it's for those individuals who have shown up the most over time and been consistent. And this individual that I'm about to announce will be on our call tomorrow night, the Come Alive call. So please come and hear an update from her. She is so awesome, and we appreciate you so much. And that is Jessica Tessier. Hope I said it right. Pretty sure I did. We appreciate you so much, Jessica. And you have just kept showing up, and you have kept getting results and kicking butt and showing people what ER Shred is all about. So it's been so fun to watch your journey. Your most recent post was killer. And we'll look forward to talking to you tomorrow night. The theme for 2022, I think ER Shredders, this will mean more to you than it will to, it probably won't make a lot of, well, it sounds great on the surface. Let me frame it a little bit different way. Thanks for being on, you guys, Brad, Jeff, Chris. Let me frame it a little bit different way so that, you know, those that aren't ER Shredders could understand. The phrase, "it's about you" in 2022 might indicate that, you know, focus on yourself, serve yourself, you know, find yourself. And part of the protocol, part of what happens for you, the depth there, is that when you strip it down to a baseline and you really remove all of the culprit forces, if you will, they're kind of numbing you, believe it or not. They're numbing you. And that numbing effect it's limiting your light. I think it was Crystal who once said, it's like being in a room and you're in the dark and there's a window, but there's like a metal, if you will, a metal drapery over the window, and you can only see this far out. And so there's a little light there, and you know, you can have joy and you can have happiness, but what we don't realize is the numbing effect of all these exterior forces on our health is actually diminishing our light. And so when you strip away all of those exterior forces, when you're able to get rid of all of those numbing influences, what unfolds for me, what unfolded for me and for so many others, ER shredders that have come alive know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like over time that window, that drapery gets opened more and more and more and more, and it gets to the point where things get so good. And you'll hear it in people's voices. These are not normal testimonials that you hear. You'll hear people say, you know, things like Jeff Forget, his post yesterday was so good. So was Adam Sisk's. And in these posts, they've been doing it for a while now. And in these posts, they say, it's just the gratitude coming out of them for how good they feel and the disbelief that they ever accepted their life as just is. And that's really the gift that can come from this protocol, is self-discovery. In my experience, there's nothing more powerful than becoming aware of your diet and what you do every single day. Becoming aware of things that have been done to you, things that you've accepted without just blindly following, things that are upside down, things that are one certain way and everybody accepts that, but that shouldn't be the case. And there's something magical and special what happens when you take back control. And a lot of people, they talk about the empowerment around that. And a lot of people refer to it as a form of freedom. So with all that said, the theme for 2022 is discover you in 2022. And we're not talking about what everybody mainstream would view as self-discovery. We're not talking about going over and doing some, some special retreat course over in Fiji. We're not talking about taking some special personal development course for, a week or whatever. We're not talking about that stuff. What we're talking about is awareness of self and a mechanism as simple as ER Shred and the ability to gain back control over probably the common denominator of your entire life, which is your fuel, which is your food. What's the common denominator that makes a vehicle go? It's fuel. What's the common denominator that makes us go? It's our fuel. And when you learn that the fuel that you've been providing your body is not so, it's not fuel, and you take back that control and you limit and remove all those exterior, forces that are just conspiring against you and keeping you suppressed and keeping your light so dim. And over time, the light gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And then it starts to permeate into other areas of your life. And next thing you know, you start to recognize behavior, yourself, behavior in your relationships, autopilot type things, belief systems, and it starts to permeate into every single area of your life. It is a trip. It is nutty. But the only way to discover this, I believe, is to experience it. And once you do, and once you get to that point, like Jeff, if you go read Jeff Forget's post from yesterday, you'll see not only did this individual raise that blind, that drapery so high that he could see all the light coming in, but he was eventually able to open that window and just climb right out and step outside into a whole new world. That is the self-awareness, that the gift of the self-awareness that we're all referring to. And it's a trip. It's so fun. It's so cool. It's the coolest thing to see it in other people. It's one thing to experience it yourself. It's so cool to watch it happen in other people. That's why people love the Come Alive calls so much, because when you see it in other people, you're like, I know that. I know that feeling, and it brings you back. You get all those good feels, and you go, oh my gosh, I'll never go back. I'll never go back. And even if you do, even if you backslide a little bit, you know the mechanism, you know the support's always there, you know how to get back to where you want to be. So, guys, discover you in 2022 through what? Through a skill set that I promise, most of you, the majority, have never been able to employ because you've been numb. Carb drunk. So you're going to be able to employ this new skill set of self-awareness, not just around food, not just around health, but around everything. And here's the cool thing about health. I believe the power of this protocol lies in its ability to translate into people's lives in terms of, does it carry over? Conceptually, it works. The results are there, but does it carry over? Does the result carry over such that people have a better quality of life, such that they have better relationships, they are more motivated, they start getting more physically active, their relationships overall improve, them as an individual overall improves. And we don't care if you want to share the shred. We don't care if that's your motivation. That's not our motivation, is to get everybody to share the shred. But could this mechanism make people's lives better? And I'm here to tell you it does. Big time. That's the magic of it. That's the beauty of it, is that it carries over. And if you're a pilot, you'll be a better pilot. And if you're a mother, you'll be a better mother. And if you are a truck driver, you'll be a better truck driver. And all of you that have done it from all different walks of life and occupation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It carries over. Therein lies the value. So, love you guys. See you on the call in, I don't even have a watch, but we'll see you on the call in just a few minutes with Jesse. And grateful for you. Discover you in 2022.